Hey guys, this is PrimEval. We're back with part 7 of our third No Quitters game as Songhai. It's the 6th in our No Quitters series. We just finished Big Ben and we have a very nice gold per turn rolling, so we'll be able to make good use of Big Ben's cost reduction. Up next, I think we're going to try for, well, the Forbidden Palace would get us a bunch of happiness. Brandenburg Gate would help us in shoving out veteran bombers. So I'm going to try to go for Brandenburg Gate here. I do want to get us over to research labs sooner rather than later, and I think I'll wait a few turns since we're pumping a lot more science than we were before. We just finished that oil. We can go and work on the aluminum. So we're doing really well here. We were in a relatively isolated position. We had a lot of land to ourselves. We had the Incans to our left, and they built the Great Wall, but we did go to war with them and ended up defeating them. Our two neighbors to the north are separated by this mountain range. I'm not sure where those units went. They might have embarked or they might have ran away. Anyways, we're just trying to get our science rolling, keeping our happiness up so we can keep growing and getting our production up. So next, if we go order, we'll be able to, and then go into planned economy, we'll be able to build factories faster, and the factories will also increase that city's science output by 25%. So I think I might go that way, since my tech rate is high enough that I'm not desperate to get the 2 free techs right away, and I would like to get some cheaper factories. So let's go order, and that will get us as much science, or as much happiness as opening humanism. So we're doing pretty well as far as happiness goes now. Now if we take a look at demographics, we are tied in terms of number of techs with someone, and we are leading on we were leading on soldiers, now we're behind by just a little bit. I wonder who has spiked up ahead, and the number 1 player on manufactured goods has increased their production a lot since the last we checked. So we're going to have to get our production up. That might mean getting railways or factories online quickly. And apparently we just spotted a privateer. There's a barbarian privateer. We finished that. Let's work on the Forbidden Palace here. And we can go and stay on alert. Alright, so everything that we're building looks good to me. I guess we should send a force to take care of these barbarians back here. Once our peace treaty with the Incans ends, we'll go and take out this city, and then we'll bring all of our troops around towards the mountain range to either deal with any aggressive moves from Japan or the Celts. And I guess to save on a little upkeep, we can just go and store one of our units in Cuzco there. And I guess we don't have to keep that careful an eye on the Japanese. No, actually it's worth it to see if there's any troop movement in this little corridor here. So anyways, getting our production up. Let's go and sink a spy into Osaka. Just so we can get some better vision of this area. Alright, so let's take a look at if anyone has any pearls. Our capital Gao wants our Gao wants copper. And I think a lot of people here do have excess copper. No one has excess copper. We could use a great general to steal that copper. I don't know if that's worth it. We Love the King days are pretty good. We do have some happiness envelope to fill. So this city could be quite productive with the oil, the coal, and the aluminum, so I don't mind if it grows a little bit. Let's take stock of our units, especially our workers. We've got 5 workers at the moment. I deleted a bunch of them. And this guy's working on the oil, and he just finished. I think I'll want to go and improve tiles by the capital. That'll get us a lot more production once we improve the aluminum and the oil. We're about to hit replaceable parts, or we will soonish anyways. Here, that looks fine. I want to make sure I'm working public schools in all of my cities. Except for the ones that have yet to build public schools. So our public schools will complete in 17, and after the observatory, probably 8 turns. So that's the opera house. We could build ourselves a factory here, or a museum. Let's go grab a factory. Okay, so I'm not sure if I got cut off, but it looks like Japan just took out one of the Celtic cities, and they just went up on the score chart there by a bit. We are now no longer even second in terms of military might, so we might want to start working on our military just a bit. Our strength would definitely increase if we paid to upgrade these cavalry to actual cavalry. So our peace treaty just expired. We should probably go to war with the Incans now, just so we don't have to worry about them. And we missed out on Brandenburg Gate by 2 turns, so that's definitely a pain. Alright, I guess it's time for war. Well, let's get our Malay unit into position first. So it's too bad that we lost it on Brandenburg Gate there. I wonder if they used a great engineer or if they have a lot more production in their capital city. We should really bring workers back to improve all of the tiles that we're working at Gao. In fact, it's probably best if we just go and buy ourselves a worker here. Aluminum for sugar. Yeah, I could give you an aluminum if that's what you really need. I guess he wants to get a hydro plant or something like that. A hydro plant would help us out quite a bit here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 potential river tiles that would be enhanced. So yeah, let's go and get that hydro plant. Unless there's a wonder that would be more important. The Statue of Liberty would be quite nice, especially if we grow the city any larger. Alright, let's go and work on that Statue of Liberty, and I'll actually go and buy the hydro plant. Okay, that all looks fine. So we finished a Colosseum. We have almost no production in the city, so let's just, well, I guess we could work on a shrine here. Okay, so we got another promotion on our cannon here. We have research labs in 4 turns. We probably should have spent our great scientist a little earlier, but that's fine. Yeah, let's go and pop that great scientist, and we'll punch over to railways. And we'll actually go and purchase our research lab here. Alright, so we're pumping 642 science per turn, and we are still tied in terms of a number of techs. So it looks like the Celts aren't going to be around for much longer. They're military, and they're probably just down to 1 unit there. And they're probably just down to their capital. Yeah, they are down to just their capital, and I assume they're going to fall soon. Let's view city. That looks fine. Create a puppet. Alright, so now Japan is our only neighbor to the north. Whether or not he's going to do anything about that, I don't really know. Or about us, that is. So we're heading over to railroads. Then we're going to go up to atomic theory, which takes us through flight, and we'll get a bunch of airplanes up while we're at it. Alright, so we got another great person. I think I'll save him for 2 turns, and then I'll pop him, because I want to make sure all of the extra science from that research lab goes into the bulb bonus from the great scientist. Our next most science-making city is Jenny, so we'll probably go and purchase a research lab here. Starvation. We'll purchase the research, well, we'll employ the citizen after Jenny grows. Now we've got the technology lead, but we're lagging behind on soldiers. We just completed the Forbidden Palace, so that definitely helps us out in terms of happiness. Trading silk and silver. I believe I have both of those. So that was the Forbidden Palace. Let's go and get to work on a research lab. So we have a ridiculous amount of strategic resources now. We should probably start working on some military units. I guess once we finish flight and perhaps the Statue of Liberty, we'll start pumping out some airplanes. Alright, so we finished that shrine. Let's go and grab ourselves a workshop. Back to the demographics, we have fallen behind. Someone else has pulled ahead in terms of number of techs. Our manufactured goods were also almost 100 points behind the leader there as well. We are, however, pumping the most culture, and our factories will soon build more quickly if we grab planned economy. Let's go and grab sentry here, and we can go and take care of this archer. Is there actually a land bridge connecting me to wherever Carl's and Katie JD are? That would be interesting. So up next we could build... well, we do need to scout around, so let's go and grab ourselves a quick... I think we do need to get a navy up, but frigates aren't really going to cut it. Especially if we're only producing them out of one city. We can also go and see if Bachuti will give us some money for making peace. Yeah, sure, I don't need that city. So we finished our public school. Let's go and grab ourselves a workshop quickly. Alright, so we just gained some influence with Ragusa there. Public school complete. Let's grab ourselves an aqueduct or a factory. Sudan wants us to find America. So I am definitely expecting some sort of a naval attack. And we just discovered America, which implies to me that they're just on the other side of Ragusa here. Ah yes, here they are. Isn't that interesting? And all of these people want us to find a natural wonder. So, the Americans are over here. I wonder if they have any neighbors. We have a spy on counter-espionage. A spy in Osaka keeping an eye on the Japanese. And a spy in Singapore making sure that they keep shipping us their porcelain. Alright, so we just finished the Statue of Liberty. Someone's entered the atomic era. I'm assuming it was KDJD. So there are 3 techs ahead of us there. I assume we're going to have uranium, since we have so much land here. In the meantime, though, we'll go and grab our experience generating buildings and start pumping out bombers. So we just finished our frigate. I do want to get to work on my railway now, so we'll call some of these workers back. Alright, one of my cities has adopted my religion, although other cities are losing my religion. Let's go grab that military academy. And this is a pretty expensive unit to go scouting with. So it's probably not the best idea, but it also has the most movement of the units I could have built, I think. Quebec City, Vatican City. These guys all have a lot of units. And I want you to start working on a railway. looking back, we're now 4 techs behind the tech leader. We have a great person who we can expend, but that's only if we know where we want to send all of that science. Alright, so now we can go and adopt planned economy. That should speed up the construction of our factories, as well as our science output. So from 770 to 818, and from 6 turns to 3 turns. So that all worked the way it was supposed to. So unit-wise, well, we've got a lot of happiness resources there, luxury resources. But unit-wise, we have 5 workers, 3 of them are working on constructing railways, and we have 2 scientists, which we're going to use in about 3 turns from now. If we check our economic overview, the cities that would most benefit from this railway are Cusco, Taghaza, and Tombouctou. Taghaza is right down here. Alright, that's not bad. And then we'll extend the rail network over to Cusco. Okay, so the Japanese have some frigates scouting around. And here are the lands of KDJD. So we've got Japan to the north, KDJD and Karl's to the south. And then, of course, there's Pachuti, but he's not really very relevant anymore. So I think that's where we'll leave it for part 7. I'll see you guys in part 8.